What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to a video. I was listening to some material, some podcasts, and it came up that how important it is to have a sense of humor about yourself, about the world around you, to not take things too critically, and to not get offended by little things. And I just wanted to riff on that a little. Maybe give it a little bit of an explanation, because, man, so many people are just so easily offended. It's really important for your career, even, in your relationships around you, and everybody's a little bit different. And, if you can take it and you can give it, usually that makes things around you a little more lighthearted and you're not so tense. And it kind of shows you that, you have some resilience, that you're not just going to fold at the first sign of a struggle or difficulty. And that's what people need in a team. They need people that are actually devoted, that aren't just going to give up right away as soon as there's a sign of difficulty. Now, that's not saying that it's not worth reanalyzing, because sometimes it's like, whoa, this was way more difficult than I thought. I'm not giving up, but let's reanalyze the situation. Maybe there's a better way of doing this. Or maybe it's not even worth doing this because the ultimate payoff is so minute compared to the amount of work it requires. So let's just abandon this and do it a different way. It's important to have that critical sense, and that all comes with a sense of humor, because you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be able to say, all right, look, that didn't work. It was a little silly. But at least I gave it a shot, and I know better now. And now I think I need to go ask somebody that knows more about this what a better way might be, and see and go from there. You gotta have that sense. When you do things and you don't correct it, you're training yourself to keep doing it the wrong way. So it's really important to recognize, and not just recognize, but also correct. And sometimes you have to force yourself to correct it at first. It's like, all right, I got a lot of pride. I don't want to go get help. I feel like everybody's going to know I'm not good at this if I go get help. It's like, wait a minute. There's a problem with that statement. Everybody's going to know that you're not good at this if you ask for help. Well, then pretending you are good at it is essentially living a lie. And there's not much good about that either. It's better to be honest and be like, look, some of this isn't clicking. I could use a better explanation on this. Why? You got to ask yourself why. Why don't I understand it? And there could be a lot of different answers that come to mind. Like, it could be, I'm a bit tired. Like, maybe I'll just get some rest, and after I wake up, maybe go for a walk or something. Some new things will click, and we'll try that. And it doesn't quite work. And you think, okay, it's still not quite working. I've gave it my honest attempt of looking at it, sleeping on it, trying to see it from a few different angles. Still not quite clicking, even though it feels like I should or something. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's when you need to go ask for help. And you could even ask for help before doing the thinking on it thing. But if you feel like you feel foggy, and you feel like maybe I could be a bit of a sharper wit and give it another try, then go do that by all means, and then go ask for help. And that's way better than just dwelling on it, than just beating your head against the wall, than being real harsh to yourself as far as your self-esteem. Just none of that's good. You got to retrain that out of you. And this all goes along with being able to have a sense of humor. I'm trying to think of a way to say it my own way, but I'll go back into my personal history when I was more easily bent out of shape about things, when I was much younger, when I didn't take nicknames well unless I liked the nickname and that sort of thing. It's way different for me now. I see if someone gives me a nickname, it doesn't matter how bad the nickname is. My only reaction is to smile and be happy about it. And it's weird to even say that, honestly, because what if someone called me a nut job, for example? That's not a very good nickname. It's like, hey, listen up, nut job. Why don't you, if someone says that to you, most people are going to be offended. Me in the past, I would have been offended. Be like, I'm not a nut job. I don't want to be a nut job. But let's be honest. If they're calling you a nut job, you're probably doing something that's making you look like a nut job. No, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a nut job. But it gives you, they're telling you something that you wouldn't necessarily know otherwise. It's a case-by-case situation. There's a lot of rule of thumbs you can go off of, but in general, you're going to have to feel it out. But it never really works to get angry about it. That's not going to really help much. If you could approach it in a way where it's like, all right, this guy sees something and he's trying to come up with, a bit of wit to make a nickname, and let's find out what his reason is. Maybe there's something behind it, and maybe he knows a way better way of doing something you're doing, and that if you can like win this person over with a bit of wit of your own and humor and a bit of kind-hearted truthness that's not too out there, they'll let you in on a secret, and it'll save you a lot of time, and maybe it'll be all good. But that's something you gotta hash out, and that's the majority of the cases when someone's doing something like that. Is they see something that could be improved, and you got to kind of win them over to get them to tell you, or maybe they'll just tell you and you won't like it. Who knows? But you do have to appreciate other people's points of view, even if they're wrong, and maybe they are. Maybe they'll tell you the thing, and you'll analyze it and say, "Hey, that doesn't seem quite right to me. Here's what I think," and maybe it's worth talking to them about, or maybe not. I don't know. That's something you got to kind of hash out situation to situation. So just sort of an interesting thing, sort of a way to get involved with any team without being shunned out right away, is to just really have an open mind and a sense of humor, and not get bent out of shape about things easily. And I think this is a really valuable thing that a surprising amount of people lack. Just such a surprising amount of people. I think this is something that in interviews that should be tested against. And it's different because in interviews they also don't want to deter you, because they want people to actually work for them. But if they hire someone on and they find out that person's just always crass, and that person's not necessarily going to be very helpful, and they might not make it very long in the job anyway. So that's one of the things an interviewer should always do. And if they don't, it might be a sign of an issue. They should always be trying to feel out your personality and see if you can handle a little bit of flack and have some lightheartedness about it. Anyway, for a healthy company and a healthy team, anyway. This is all my opinion. Let me know what you think. Maybe you have some more thoughts or corrections, whatever it may be. Happy to hear it. Happy to discuss further. So yeah, this has kind of been a tutorial about how to have a sense of humor and why. All right, see you in the next one. Peace out.